Our remote control game is the chance for children to imitate their footballing heroes and pretend that they are stars on TV. Children will be tasked with a series of challenges whilst the coach controls the group through their magical remote control. The equipment you'll require for our remote control game includes 8 large yellow cones, an FFF bib for each participant, and an FFF football for each participant. Begin our remote control game by introducing the session, explaining the area that the children will be working within, and introduce the first 2 buttons on our remote control, play and pause. Fantastic. Right, our first game is called the remote control game. And what's going to happen is you are going to be famous on television. How does that sound? Right, so what's going to happen, ready? Can you see these blue cones? That's now our television. It's a widescreen TV and you are all superstars and you're going to be on TV today. So you have to try and stay within our TV. You can't leave the TV, you're on TV, so you've got to stay inside it. And I've got a magical remote control and it's got 2 buttons on it. It's got a play button and when I press that, you have to dribble round as fast as you can. And when I press pause, you have to freeze as still as you can. Play. Pause! Pause! Oh, almost got you. You've got to make sure you concentrate. Well done, everybody. That's fantastic. Progress the session and introduce the volume button, encouraging the children to shout out their name after every 10 touches. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to add a new button now. This one is the volume button. The volume button is going to go to volume 10. So what that means, Jackson, because you're listening so well, can I borrow your football, please? This time you're going to get 10 touches and then you're going to call your name out nice and loud. So ready, watch me. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm then going to shout my name out. So I'd go, Johnny, because that's my name.
8, 9, 10, 10.
That's it. Well done, brilliant. Keep going, keep calling your name. Well done, Freddie. Well done, Jackson. The next step to progress the session is to introduce 2 new buttons, fast forward and rewind. I've got 2 new magical buttons ready. On my remote control, I've got one that says fast forward. And when I press fast forward, you need to go like the speed of light, like a rocket. And you have to go as fast as you can, a bit like Sonic. Light flash. We've also got rewind. And when I say rewind, what you have to try and do is move backwards. Because you're listening so well, can I borrow your football, please? Thank you very much. Right, so when I say rewind, what you have to try and do is look over your shoulder and you need to try and move the ball backwards. Okay, so you're going to give that a go. Ready, turn on and play. Let's go. And rewind. Who can go backwards, checking over their shoulder? That's it, trying to stay inside our widescreen TV. That is brilliant. Well done, Freddie. Good boy. That's it. Who can go backwards? Well done, Jackson. Brilliant, Max. Slow motion is the next button to be added to our remote control. Challenge the children to dribble around the area in slow motion on your command. On my magical remote control, we have a button called slow motion. And when I press slow motion, you have to go super slow-mo. And the best slow motion also have really good facial expressions as well. So you're going to show me your best slow motion. What do you reckon to mine? Pretty good? And slow motion, who can go super slow-mo? Wow, look at everybody go. That is fantastic. Who's got good facial expressions? Our final progression is to give the power to the children and get one of them to call out the commands. I have the remote control, but I'm going to give it to one of you. And you are going to be in charge of the whole group. You're going to have all the power in your hands and you're going to be in charge of pressing the buttons. Who would like the remote control? Max, because you're listening so well, you're going to catch it. Ready? Can you catch? Ah, good catch. Right, Max, come and stand over here with me. And Max is now in charge. So to start off with, Max, you need to say turn on and then over to you. So turn on, everyone on your feet. What would you like next?
Unpause.
Pause.
Unpause.
Unpause, that's play.
Play.
Play, let's go! Well done, Max. There are a number of ways to tailor our remote control session to ensure it provides an appropriate challenge for older children. Providing an appropriate challenge will help keep the children engaged and increase their level of enjoyment. Using our STEP framework, here are some possible adaptations, focusing in on the letter T, which stands for task. Change the task and set these challenges. Skill. Children then perform a skill of their choice, or you can set them a specific skill or trick to complete. Inside, outside. Challenge the children to dribble using the inside and outside of their feet. And then finally, sole/laces. Challenge the children to dribble the ball using the sole or laces part of their foot. At the Football Fun Factory, our aim is to put on a show and not only deliver a brilliant session for the children attending, but also provide a fantastic experience for the parents watching on. Our top tip to impress parents during this session is to project your voice. Be loud, be dominant, and inject energy into the session. Try and use the children's names where possible when you're providing feedback or encouragement. In order to make this session appropriate for smaller numbers, use our STEP method with a specific focus on space. Within our remote control session, the same tasks and progressions remain appropriate for both a large group of children and a small group. The main change within this session should be to reduce the amount of space that the children are working within. A smaller area will help drive the tempo of the session, and children will be using less energy as they cover a smaller space.